Possibly the post that everybody was waiting for, best eyeshadow palettes of 2019. There were so many launches. I stopped counting, I think, after the first day in 2019. And one brand alone had almost 20 eyeshadow palettes this year, so that's been how it is. Now, in this video, you will not find any of those. You will not find the regular eyeshadow palettes. You won't find Urban Decay Naked Honeys if you're looking for that buy. The way I chose these, because there were so many palettes, and a lot of these were so samey, I've chosen these for being a bit different in terms of packaging either, or attitude, or color story, or the way it is presented, or the way it's meant to be used, or formulation. I've chosen eyeshadow palettes that are different from the usual in one way or the other, have some kind of difference, stand out for some reason or the other. So off we go, in no particular order, absolutely no particular order. First up, Huda Beauty. No, not Mercury Retrograde. Calm down. These are the Nude Obsessions palettes. There are 3 of them. And my review in the description box below and here. And the reason these are here is because these 3 are 3 different nude variants intended for different skin tones. So you have nude rich, not nude deep, not nude dark. I love how she's named this nude rich. Genius. A lot of people associate nude rich with affluent and don't really like this. I disagree. I think that the pejorative association with the terms deep and dark, and the way hi darky they call you in school, when you're growing up, or that dark skinned girl, that's how you're described. Rich, that's a way to call it. And then you have nude medium, which is the perfect one for my skin tone. As you can see, all those bases, there are 1, 2, 3 all over bases for my skin tone. So that's nude medium. And then you have nude light, which is very similar to the first half of the new nude palette from Huda Beauty. Of the 3, this one is my least favorite because I can get one look out of it, and there are 2 or 3 shades here that I can't wear at all. The other 2 I can wear every shade. So the reason this is included is because it caters to various skin tones. And alright, these are not brown based nudes, mind you. They're mauve nudes, or warm hued nudes, pinky nudes and orangey nudes and so on, coppery nudes. So they're not your regular brown based nude, but I think we have enough brown based nudes out there. But this is the first time that somebody's come out and launched different eyeshadow palettes for different skin tones in one collection out there and said so. So that is why this one is included in this year's favorites. The next one is from Guerlain. I reviewed it recently. It is their Golden Land palette from the holiday collection. These are the swatches. Yes, I know, I'm swatching and reviewing quite a few products today and doing quite a few videos. This is the weekend of December 6th and 7th. No, December 7th and 8th, actually. I've lost track of time, mate. So this is the color story, and this color story is very straightforward. Everything is golden based, right? You have straightforward golds. You have, ruddy, gold undertoned cranberry there. And then you have a golden khaki green and a matte version of that. And then a matte black and a shimmery white. And you also have a couple of browns to complement those. A ruddy brown and a more greyish brown. So those are the swatches, very pigmented. So one reason I like this is because of the very straightforward color story. Nice pigmentation as well. And the second reason, holiday glam looks that are doable, that are easy, that you don't need 16 minutes in front of the mirror to achieve, that you can do in a jiffy and run out at the same time, look fancy. Right here. Lastly, packaging. Once you're done with these eyeshadows, chuck this black thing out, and you have a clutch that holds your iPhone, some tissue, some cash, credit card or 2, and contains a mirror. Genius. What is not to love? That is why this one was included. The next one, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know I've said all sorts of things about the brand. They've been launching a palette a minute. This one is their Alizar Edwards palette. And there are 2 reasons I included this in this list. First of all, nice color story. The one pop of yellow that I couldn't make head or tail out of. and the white that simply wouldn't suit me. But apart from that, you know, purples, pinks and blues, very nice. Purples and pinks mostly. Secondly, this one is a collaboration with Alizar Edwards, and I think that this is the first time a mainstream brand has collaborated with a drag queen, which is a very watershed moment or red letter moment in makeup, because mainstream brands bringing drag queens to the fold and, you know, acknowledging them, having a collaboration. Good to see, that's all I'm saying. It's very good to see, and I do hope more brands do this, but this one will always be the pioneer. Mainstream brand, mind you, I'm not saying drag queens have never had anything to do with makeup, but this is the first time a mainstream brand, such as ABH, has done this. So I'm very happy about that. So that was the third one. The fourth one is the Revolution, no countdown, the Kami MUA palette. Revolution did collaborations with a bazillion influencers. Those were all original palettes. They also did a lot of dupe palettes and a lot of, you know, fast makeup. Reloaded, reloaded big, reloaded small, jewel tones big, jewel tones small, super sized, ultra sized, God knows what else. This one looks like this. Summery color story. One reason it's included, it came out in the summer and had a summery color story, not like some of those brands that come out with a summery color story in the middle of the winter or for their holiday collection. Secondly, these shades over here, of these, 3 are duochromes. And I also like that they collaborated with Kami and Tammy before that, because, you know, I like seeing collaborations with women of color, with men who are in makeup. I like to see different kinds of collaborations with a wide range of people, with a variety of people, women of color, drag queens, the ABH one, men, minority groups, LGBT community, people with a major acne scars. You know, there's a lovely, wonderful makeup channel run by a woman who's been through an acid attack. I'd love to see something collaborated by her. You know, an eyeshadow palette, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. So I'd like to see some kind of difference, you know, more and more inclusivity. So that is why this is being included. My review is in the description box below. And this duochrome shade is stunning, stunning. So as I said, these are in no particular order. Romance, Better Than Ice, Quad, Anne of Green Gables collection. I adore the books, I adore the series, I adore the Sullivan film, which is why this is in this list. It's just a quad, nothing very special, basic. You can see I've put a huge dent into this one, which is a lovely all-over base color, and this is a very nice everyday all-over-the-lid eyeshadow as well. So I don't care what's in it. This is what matters to me. Anne of Green Gables. That's why it's in this set. It's in this list. I've reviewed this. It was part of a whole collection. There were lipsticks in there. There were blushes. There were cushions. The cushions, sadly, did not suit my skin tone at all. Otherwise, the packaging is lovely. They had Diana Barry, Anne's best friend, on the products, but I couldn't buy any of those. One more Korean palette. Play Colorize from Etude House, Beach Party. So why is this here? You've seen most Etude House Play Colorize palettes, very thin, you know, nice packaging there, slinky. Most of these, as you can see, warm, neutral mostly, some cool neutrals as well. And, you know, samey a bit, dare I say, very everyday colors, wearable colors, nice. Beach Party though, as these. So you have blues from, you know, beachy blues to deeper smoky blues, and then you have purples as well, smoky purples and paler purples, very nice. And for, you know, you normally don't see the sort of color story in a Korean eyeshadow palette. They're mostly neutrals, mostly warm neutrals. So seeing this in a K-Beauty eyeshadow by K-Beauty brand, that is why this one is on this list. And K-Beauty, Korean eyeshadows, Etude House in particular, are very soft and blendable and sheer, dare I say. I mean, they are on the sheerer side, some of them. This one's definitely on the sheerer side. And I think that that's a genius idea, you know, making your bright eyeshadows on the sheerer side. That way you can wear bright colors. At the same time, they're sheer enough to be pull-offable, for want of a better word. I think that's very nice. Anyway, I mean, I can't really describe it. You might have to try this palette yourself to understand what I'm trying to say here. If you like the idea of bright colors, at the same time, don't want something that's in your face, you want a wearable look, a soft look, this is a very, very, very good choice. Next, Moonslice Beauty's Moon Magic Eyeshadow Palette. Chosen for two reasons. One, all those gorgeous purples. This is, without a doubt, the best purple eyeshadow palette out there that we've seen so far, not just this year, even in previous years. This is your true purple eyeshadow palette. In a lot of other cases, Novena, for instance, was supposed to be a purple palette. There were 3 purplish shades in the Novena palette. The rest were meh. In this case, no. Pretty much everything is purple or has purple undertones. Even this pink over there has lavender undertones. And this burgundy brown over there, again, purple undertones. So, very purple, true purple eyeshadow palette. The second reason is because Moonslice Beauty is a brand with a cause. They give back to the community, and a portion of all their profits are donated either to women's shelters or to minority women organizations, victims of domestic violence and so on. So this particular palette's proceeds were donated to Jen Matthews of My Beauty Bunny, who is currently suffering from thyroid cancer, in order to help pay her bills. And Jen Matthews is a friend of mine. She's been incredibly helpful. Those are the 2 reasons this palette features. First of all, there's a cause here. They donate to women who are in need one way or the other. They give back to the community. And the second reason, a true purple palette, a proper purple palette. This is the most purple eyeshadow palette that I've seen ever. Yes, it's more purple than Huda Beauty Amethyst. The last and 8th product in this list, Charlotte Tilbury Starry-Eyed Hypnotize Eyeshadow Palette, Instant Eyeliner Palette. My first big Charlotte Tilbury palette. I have Vintage Vamp in the quartz, that's all. I held off on buying this for many reasons. I mean, she's done these palettes for a couple of years now. However, over time I realized, after watching so many reviews, that this color story was not only ideal for my skin tone, but you know, it was very easy to deal with, and it wasn't just warm neutrals. Again, you have khaki greens. Again, you have a silver grey and black combo for those glamorous New Year's Eve looks, smoky New Year's Eve looks, and then a couple of warm neutrals for more muted looks. And Cult Beauty did Boxing Day sales where they, Black Friday sales where they included Charlotte Tilbury as well. So I got a good 25% off on this palette. And that's why I bought it, and that is why it is on this list. No, not because of the Boxing Day, Black Friday sales, but because, you know, the color story is more friendly towards deeper skin tones than previous palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. I hope this is a sign and we see more deeper skin friendly products from Charlotte Tilbury in the coming year. So those are the 8 eyeshadow palettes or palette groups for 2019 that I loved the most, that I think are the best of the year. What are your choices? Do tell in the comments below. I would love to know. Does anybody actually have Urban Decay Naked Honey on their list, or you know, any of those Novena pigment palettes, or 1, 2, 3, or the minis, or any of those, you know, Rivera, or the Jackie Aina, or the Kali Bible palette from ABH on their list? I would love to know. Do tell me. Let's talk about it, yeah? So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.